Okay, Saturday morning, Universal show. You know we get down each every Saturday morning. Got the guests them rolling in. We've got a special one again this morning for you guys. Special one. Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm MNEK.
MNEK. And you know what? I'm so glad that you said the name. That's why I did it, you know.
Wow.
There was a method to that. Because I've been saying MNEK.
Okay.
That's kind of wrong, innit?
Yeah.
Say it again.
MNEK.
MNEK. Okay. So, a lot of the listeners, some may be aware about who you are or where they may have heard your name. For those who don't, let's give them a little insight about who MNEK actually is. So where'd you come from? How did it all start for you?
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter producer, and I'm based in Catford. And
Catford?
Yeah, Catford.
No. Hold on a minute. My heads.
You're Catford.
Oh wow. So how can I not have seen you in Catford?
Because I'm not there anymore. I'm not always walking around there anymore.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's because I'm always working and stuff. So
whereabouts in Catford? Seeing as you're not there no more.
well, it's in Bellingham.
Oh, Bellingham, yes, near my mum's.
Yeah.
Bellingham. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I started writing and producing when I was 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And I started singing when I was 11. And I got into business when I was 14, and I've just been working since then as a writer producer, and I've now been featuring on a lot of songs, and worked with loads of people like Duke Dumont and Rudimental, and the Saturdays, Little Mix, Kylie Minogue, Misha B, a lot of people, and now I'm getting into my own artist project. Mm-hmm. So I'm coming with the first teaser of the album, Every Little Word.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh wow. So 14 you're saying it was. So that's just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a few years
5
ago.
5
years ago. Okay. When did you decide that, you know what, I want to do music? Because was it just a thing that when you was growing up, right, I know I'm going to get into music, I got a feel for music, or was you around a musical family, or what was it?
Well, it was the only thing I was good at. And I was very much like, okay, I love music, I love making music, I'm a creative person, I'm not built to be in an office. So I've always wanted to do music, and I'm very thankful I'm able to do it as my 9 to 5. So, even though it's not really 9 to 5, but I love it.
More like midnight.
Yeah. Midnight till midnight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something I really love to do.
Yeah.
It's something I always wanted to do my whole life.
And your influences at the time, what was the thing that got into music? Because I mean, even getting into the group like Rudimental, which we're going to lead on to in a minute, I would say that you've got a very broad taste in music. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I love all kinds of music. I mean, I love 90s R&B.
Right.
More like my dad had all the Pure Swing CDs when I was a kid, so he played that whenever he drive us around places. And my mum loves Whitney and all the big vocalists, and my dad also listened to Bob Marley and all of that. But then I went up, growing up, being a teenager, I listened to all kinds of music, like rock and electro pop and 80s synth, like all kinds of stuff, and it all somehow kind of comes back into what I'm doing. Like little elements of each thing come back into what I'm doing.
Right. So what was the move now? Because we got a bit of time this morning. I'm kind of glad. Usually when the artists come in, it's just like rush. So I'm glad we got a bit of time with you this morning, so I can get a lot of information. Never might be able to get it again. Do you know what I mean? So what was that move then when you said, you know what, I want to actually take this up professionally? When did it start becoming like professional now?
Well, I put some songs up when I was 13, 14 on MySpace. Old school. And
wow, that's old school.
Yeah. And I put them up, and one of my really good friends by the name of Anita Blay, she sent it because she was an artist herself. She went by the name of Clock and Ball Kid, and she sent them off to her publishers, and she sent them off to, and they were like, oh my god, this kid is amazing. And soon after that, a whole lot of publishers wanted to be involved, and I didn't know what publishing was at that time. And then I went with EMI Publishing when I was 14, and yeah, that's how I kind of got into the industry professionally.
Oh wow! And then the lead now to Rudimental, because I think that was like that's a very big exposure for you, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was kind of my first foray as far as me singing on songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because when we did Spoons together, that was definitely a big moment, and I love that song still.
And that initial hookup with Rudimental, how did that come about?
Well, we share a studio. So they did the whole album in Hoxton Square, this studio, literally in the middle of it, and I've been at that studio since I left school, and yeah, that's how we kind of worked together. It was very, I mean, I didn't have any sessions with the guys, like when you're in the studio, you set up a session. I literally just rolled up to their their room after my sessions, and ended up writing 4 songs on their album. So.
Now the thing is, your name's been floating around for a while, but you know one of the tunes that actually, when I really started to take proper notice,
Right.
was the Gorgon City tune.
Yeah.
That, I know you've been doing your thing, but like, I always said to people, I reckon this guy can give more, you know. But you see, when I heard that song, that's when you shut everybody down. No, seriously, that's one of them ones where like, even me, put my hands up. I ain't afraid to say this. I doubted it. But it's like, when I heard that, I was like, he goes hard. That house tune there is reminiscent of like 90s house.
Yeah.
That old school, authentic Chicago house. Do you know what I mean? Where did the vocals come from, MNEK? Where did it come from, man?
My mom, like I said, my mom played a lot of Whitney in the house, and I'm a massive fan of Mariah, and I love Luther and Peebo and George Michael, and all of them kind of amazing vocalists. Yeah. So I mean, I'm influenced by all of them, and yeah, I've had to grow up and actually find out what was different about my voice and what I could do with it. And I'm still learning how to use it. I'm still 19, so yeah.
Can I just say, London, for those of you locked in right now and around the world, I wasn't expecting him to be this big. He's double the size of me, so I have to be very careful what I say this morning. You know,
I'm not an aggressive guy.
No, I didn't say you was. I'm just saying. I'm going to be very, very careful. If you've just locked on this morning, Universal Show, it's Saturday morning. We have MNEK in the building, and I know I'm pronouncing it right now.
Yeah.
Fair to say. So take us through a day of MNEK. How does it start for you? What time do you wake up? What do you do? And what kind of goals and chores do you have to do throughout the day? You go through all your emails, and then do you have like this production to do, that songwriting to do? How does it work?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like chilled out a bit now, because before it was literally a case of, wake up at 8 and get studio for like 10 and start session at 11 and be writing with the person like all day and end of it. But I think now there's more kind of things to do, and there's more getting things prepped for my album, like as far as like getting things like ready for mixing, and strings are happening. Like we're going to get strings done on Friday,
right,
for some songs on the album. I think it starts with me waking up, leaving my parents' house, going to studio, working on some songs. And when that ends, I now get to hang out with my friends. Like I now have friends in the industry who are my age and I can actually be on a level with, and we hang out, and that's how it is right now. But I don't think it will be that easy breezy for long.
Yeah. So how close are we to the album?
The album's almost finished.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, like, we're mixing songs and finishing production on songs now. It should be coming out end of the year.
And what we'll be expecting?
It's very influenced by 90s R&B and 90s soul, and it's influenced by dance music, and it's just got a very, I feel like for me it was very much a coming of age album. So it's like, because I started writing it when I was 17 and I've just finished it now, so in that space of time I've grown up so much, and I think I've completely changed as a person, like exterior wise, internally, like, so you know, but then sonically it draws influence from like Nigerian beat, like hip hop and electro and dance and all that.
Is there anything that you'd like to see in the industry from the time you've been in it that you'd like to see change, or you feel like you as an artist could change that? Is there anything that you personally seen?
I mean, as far as like something I'd like to see change, I don't know. I think like change is kind of a weird thing because it's kind of subjective. Like, what do you feel like needs to be changed? I think all I can do as far as what I'm doing is be a new kind of artist.
Yeah.
I'm a new kind. I'm my own artist. That's all I can be.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to express myself. I want to be able to, if there is one thing I say, it's probably about pitting us against each other.
Right.
Like, you know, all of us kind of being compared, and when, you know, some of us just aren't the same as each other at all.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm not the same as Sam. I know Sam's not the same as me. You know, Jacob, Joel, Javen, all of them. So.
Have these guys become your mutual friends over the last?
Yeah, we're all friends, man.
Yeah,
I think we're, like, because it's, you know, the industry's small, man.
Yeah, it is.
The industry is really small, and like it's full of good people, and like we're all friends with each other. Like, when we go to these parties, we're chill with each other. Like, we like each other's company.
Yeah. So your social network has really changed right now, isn't it? Yeah, go on, say it, man. Say it.
It hasn't.
It
It has. It has. But
it has.
I think
remember one time you used to be in Catford outside Morley's, and now you're with Kylie Minogue.
Not me. I wasn't that kind of kid. Not me. See, this is what I'm talking about, pitting people next to each other. Like, I was never that kind of guy. Kicking it outside of Morley's. Not me. Listen. I was like, like when I was
right, Kentucky.
I was in Catford, and you know, I was a civilized kid. You know, I had my Morley's moments, but I was very much, you know, I spent a lot of my time in my garage, like, making beats.
Yeah, I hear you. You had no time for chicken. So I understand.
There's always time for chicken, but
it's
alas.
Cool. Alas, okay. Right, tell us about the forthcoming single, or you're saying it's just a teaser?
It's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
Indeedy.
Wow, okay. I love it.
Thank you so much.
And as you said, it's got that 90s sound, very retro sound.
Yeah.
Tell us about the whole concept about this teaser that you got floating around.
Well, with every little word, the concept is very much about being with a positive person, whether that be like, you know, anything, like any kind of positive force in your life, and you feel like everything that they're saying is, you know, lifting you up and making you like really happy. But then it's an interesting one because it's such a happy concept and such a positive concept, but the beat is so like aggressive and so like in your face. So I love that I've been able to merge the two together, that kind of sweet saccharine idea of the concept, but with something that's very much that has an impact and has a punch to it, and it's a bit aggressive. And they're together in the song.
You know what? Do you know what I think I like about what you're doing at the moment? It's like, I don't think people know what to expect because they're hearing you on so much different types of tracks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I mean, with you now, I don't think people can pigeonhole what they think you're gonna do. I think they're gonna be quite shocked about what you're gonna deliver at the end of the day.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's, you know, I imagine it wouldn't be too far fetched to think people think I'm a house artist because of, you know, a lot of the features I've done, but I wouldn't consider myself a house artist. I don't see myself as like an artist that is kind of like, right, I'm like a genre, I'm this, I'm that. I think all I can say is my sound is very MNEK. It's very mean. It's very, and I hope that when you hear it, you know it's MNEK without anyone like notifying you. Yeah.
So who are your favourite producers? People that you like?
Oh, there's a lot of favourite producers.
Give us two favourite producers.
Okay, two.
Yeah, two.
Jam and Lewis.
Oh wow. No, I got to touch you on that.
I love Jam and Lewis.
That is not regular. That is not regular. Oh, now you want to speed us up. Now you want to speed. Now we're just getting into MNEK. You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Jam and Lewis.
Okay.
I'm a massive fan of them. I love everything they've done with Janet and Alexander O'Neill and SOS Band and Human League. I'm a massive fan, and I was very grateful to meet them earlier this year and play them some stuff from the album. And
Legends.
they are legends. They are a huge inspiration to everything I'm doing right now.
2 your favorite R&B singers.
Damn.
Just 2.
Okay. Mariah and Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole. Nice. Strong vocalist. Nice
I like
vocalist.
Keisha.
Yeah. Good. And 2 albums that you'd recommend for anybody right now to put on their iPhone right now.
Okay. Janet Jackson, Velvet Rope, and Janelle Monáe, The Arcandroid.
Love it. Okay, listen, they're trying to wind us down this morning. Can you believe it? They come into the studio this morning, told us that we've got a lengthy time, and now they want to wrap it up. But it's all good. I really appreciate you coming down this morning.
Thank you so much, man.
I would definitely look forward to getting you on here, towards the album time. That'd be great to get you on here. Could you introduce your taster, the single that's floating around at the moment?
Hi, I'm MNEK, and you're listening to Every Little Word on WOR FM.